Hello, welcome back to Blender LiveNoding. In this episode, I want to share the breakdown of this node tree. Basically, this is like an extension from previous LiveNoding. So you can see here, but there's like a bunch of monkey heads, and each one of them is kind of stacking, and they're kind of making this kind of arrangement, and they're also kind of animated, so it's looking pretty complex. But this is actually pretty simple. I'm using Blender 3.2 Alpha, and the nodes that's responsible, once again, is the duplicate elements node, and there's also geometry proximity. Let me show you another example that's simpler. It's very similar. Okay, this time we have like this cylinder with a hole, and we have duplicate elements. We have some kind of grid. I can reduce the grid, increase the grid. Yeah, I think this is fine. So we have just mesh circle plug into geometry proximity as a target, and yeah, okay, so I can actually make changes to the circle. So this the node is looking at the circle with 12 points. That's why we have this 12, kind of like a stack of cylinders. And then I can adjust this number. And also I can change the geometry proximity from points to edges, which is, I think it's pretty neat. Okay, this is probably type of effects that you want to create in the future. And we can easily do this using duplicate elements. Okay, you can modify this setup. I think the setup is pretty simple and easy to understand. We can make this 400 by 400 meters with more subdivision. Okay, now we have this type of effects. Okay, geometry proximity is currently 1 divided by, you can change this value. So there's a value, the distance that we are using, and then also there's this map range. We can adjust this contrast value, and actually minimum and maximum value. Okay, so this is really the value that's changing, and the value that comes out of this will be used to create duplicates of certain amount. And then after we do that, we simply offset the value based on the index of the duplicates. All right, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This is just cylinder. I can change the shape of the cylinder, can do whatever. I think we can actually remesh this, but we might lose the color. If we are using vertex color, we might be able to transfer it into the remesh version. Okay, this might take a while. Maybe I should just force quit. We take a look at the other one. So Blender 3.2 Alpha, and let's see. Okay, this is the splash screen. Okay, this time we have monkey head. I can just replace this with the cylinder if I want to. Probably easier. With the monkey head, you notice the materials looks different from the cylinder. This one is actually using the 0 index of the instance number. Let me try to do something. Okay, this one, add value by 1 or 0. You might want to keep the white color one. Yeah, all right. Okay, stack of cylinder that's been continuously changing because of proximity. Again, we have this mesh circle of certain radius, and I'm actually scattering a bunch of points on top of that circle. So it's a circle on top of circles, and after I distribute it, I'm using noise texture that's been scaled, so it's moving with the W. I'm using scene time plug into the W, so it's the scene time is controlling the W, and it's controlling the noise multiplied by 100. This is just to offset the noise, normalizing the noise. And then this goes into the point. I can use edges again. Oh, actually points, I only have points. And then 1 divided by geometry proximity value, map range, same deal. I can change the contrast, and this create duplicates. The color also, it's a, we talked about the color in the previous live noding, right? I have 5 different materials on this object itself, 5 different materials, kind of like a rainbow color, representing the height of the duplicates and the index number of the duplicates. So this value is of course all related. We can decrease this number until it's only showing like 5, and then just trying to adjust this, but it's really up to you. You can think of it like a kind of like a way to scatter or distribute buildings in the areas based on random points. Of course, you don't always use random value. Sometimes you actually have, like, you paint the value yourself. Oh well, anyway, this is okay, 200 by 200. For this is 30 by 30. Duplicate by points, and then this value, this is the amount of duplicates goes into this object, and then the index is, we kind of offset it based on this number, index number, and just multiply it by 5. I think that's nice. Set position, instance on points, and realize instances, and then apply all of these, and then the value of the index for the color goes into material index, set material index. I think that's pretty much all the setup. This is like just like to rotate it. So if we replace this with Susan head, we have our stack of Susan head. At some point we can use this same setup to create maybe like some kind of building architecture. So the top and the bottom, you worry only the top and the bottom index based on this index number of the duplicates, while the center, whatever in between the top and the bottom, can be replaced with this value. I think that's should make sense. I'll try to remesh it. It might not work again. It's with remesh, it's better if they are actually overlapping. So you're gonna have like a mountain type of mesh. Yeah, it might not work. Maybe too complicated because it has different mesh and material. Anyhow, that's the geometric proximity and duplicate elements nodes working together. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.